In a year full of misses like Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and hits such as Sex Change Contract Molester Girl, I can't. Who is making these? More importantly, who is playing these? Why did they make more money with this game than I have in 2 months? Subscribe to change that. One game stands above the rest. A video game based on what looks like Kroger brand Kung Fu Panda, but is actually a kids remake of Blazing Saddles. The racism is just thinly veiled this time.
It's a dog! He's gonna ruin everything!
Let's kill him before the new samurai arrives!
Second!
It stars Awkward Sad Boy, Motherfucker Guy, and the guy whose jokes are, "You can't say this thing anymore." Then he says the thing. It even has Mel Brooks in the same role as Blazing Saddles. Now, I studied this movie relentlessly in order to prepare for this game. Some frames more than others. All in preparation for this. Samurai Academy, Paws of Fury. A game in which you spend a day in the life of a young lad in ancient Greece, fighting for your life as wave after wave of men come to desecrate your temple, and a cooking utensil like the humble wok can be used to commit kitty genocide. This alone is enough to make it my game of the year, after the movie confirmed my sneaking suspicion that cats are, in reality, racist scum.
My dad hated dogs, and that's good enough for me.
But the game takes it a step further, allowing you to use rockets to maim, bamboo sticks to mutilate, and jars of farts to make the reality of what you're doing a little too real. If that's not enough, you can call in the walking yo mama joke to drop down on your opponents like a tactical nuke, something they won't know how to deal with in this era, or in the future. On a much gentler note, you can also call in Cat Sasuke from the hit children's cartoon Naruto to Chidori all of your enemies into electrified dust. You'll need to use every tool in your arsenal to defend your temples because the enemy won't hold back either, sending their very best in the form of traditional Japanese luchadors and ninjas who practice the sacred art of nutting on your camera. If fighting off hordes of villainous cats doesn't suit your fancy, then there are plenty of other equally high-quality tasks to fill your time with. You can help a woman become a full-fledged wife by nagging her husband to come home. Help a lad collect kitty litter since he believes it's a more pressing issue than the armies coming to destroy them. Or you can lose a race to a butterfly, even though you have the unique ability to ignore gravity and slide upwards on ropes. On top of that, there are a handful of platforming levels you can partake in to earn more cat coins. You can use these cat coins to customize your character on a level that puts Baldur's Gate 3 to shame. Now, you can't change the Hugh Hefner Playboy robe you have on, but you can customize your drip to the extreme in other ways. The story of the game picks up where the movie left off, even though the movie wrapped everything up with a neat little bow. So watching the movie is a must if you want to be as confused as I was about why the Shogun, who was your ally, switched up on you just like any of my friends in high school when other people were around. He's decided to send his armies to destroy the town of Kakamucho from the movie, as well as towns new to the game like Dookie Hill and Pee-Pee Shore. Now, if you're an intellectual like me, you'll have picked up on the references in the town names. The subtlety there is a testament to the Shakespearean level of intricate storytelling this game contains. The Sixth Sense level twist at the end of the 2 to 3 minutes of story this game has is that all of the problems were caused by the main villain from the movie. He learned hypnotism while in prison, controlling the Shogun into sending his armies to destroy the towns. The army gladly does so. After all, they'll be morally fine once the game ends since they were just following orders. Your only real part in the story is stalling until it resolves itself, since the main villain is stopped and re-imprisoned without you ever seeing or interacting with them in any way. All in all, the main story took about 4 hours to complete, which is the gaming equivalent of about how long I last in bed. If all of that isn't enough to convince you to drop the perfectly reasonable $25 on this game, then perhaps the graphics and voice acting will do the trick. As you can see, the graphics are almost photorealistic. Every hair and tiny detail. While your mentor has a random PTSD attack, you can really see that these are some eyes that have seen some horrible shit. But what are good visuals without some good audio to go with it? The depth of emotion from the voice actors pouring their heart, soul, and every fiber of their being into their performances is what really brings life to the game.
Sensei, what's wrong? Somebody please help him! Somebody!
You can really feel the urgency. My lip trembled as I feared for his life. All in all, the game was actually kind of fun. But at $25, it's almost less efficient than going to see a movie, which is an incredible feat worthy of Game of the Year. 1 billion out of 10 would genocide cats again.